Hello, welcome. Today we are doing my AR-57 account tour. It is officially my 1-year anniversary, so I'm so excited to show you all my progress. I am not free to play. I consistently buy the Battle Pass and the Welkin, as well as topping up whenever my favorite character is rerunning or coming. I have two disclaimers. One is I'm really ill at the minute, so my voice is a little weird. You'll hear sometimes when I'm speaking, my voice will just go. Disclaimer 2, some characters share the same artifacts, so I will show you what my characters look like with the artifacts. It's not many, but again, I don't farm enough artifacts to give everyone a decent set. However, those who I share artifacts with, I don't usually use the counterparts, so yeah. Okay, so let me start by showing you all my profile. The only reason I'm not showing you my name is because it's my actual name and I don't want to show that yet. Maybe in the future though. Obviously my adventure rank is 57, however I'm super close to being AR-58, so that's exciting. I have 886 total achievements, with 17 characters being on the maximum friendship level. And talking about friendship, let me show you all my name cards. It's with blue and purple. I like to organize it like with the color scheme. I will get on to the Spiral Abyss and the Imaginarium Theater later, so I won't talk about that yet. So let me show you my inventory. I don't pull for 5-star weapons, however when Arlecchino reruns I will be pulling for her scythe. With artifacts, since I've played for a year, I haven't farmed a lot, however, it is still a decent amount. I do need to go through them to see if they're just locked for no reason and I just haven't checked, but I will do that one day. And I have 708 books because I'm currently saving. Same with my Mora, I have 14 million even, with 10,000 Primo gems because I am saving for Flynn's. No one cares about food or ores, but I'll just show you. I don't craft a lot of weapons, but luckily if I do need to, I will be able to. The only thing is I need a yellow sword billet for my Kuki, even though she's not built yet, so that's really put me off. I will also get into reputation later, but I have 4 treasure compasses, the Anemo, Electro, Pyro, and Luna. Also the Not Cry one. I'm not going in the quests. I have 20 fragile resin and 5 sanctifying elixirs, also with 3 dust of enlightenments because I have nothing to use them for. And also 10 dream solvents, which I will be using after I get Flynn's. Also, I need to put in everything, and I have a bunch of sigils. Like, who really cares? Am I right? So let's get on to exploration. Liyue is my favorite nation, however, it's my second least most explored. So we are going to ignore that. Let's start with Mondstadt. I don't know why Starfell Valley. I swear I have looked through every nook and cranny and I still don't have it. But yeah, it is quite annoying. Same with Dragonspine, but I still have a few bits to do with Dragonspine. I know I do. So I can't really blame that on it being annoying. Like I said, Liyue, especially Chenyu Vale. I don't know, Chenyu Vale is a bit confusing for me. So that's why that's not like really explored. I don't have an excuse for the other ones, okay? I don't. Now, Inazuma is actually explored. The reason for this is because I want to try and get the Sakura tree up so I can get the Teapot. I guess I forgot about my Teapot until just mentioning it now, so it's not in my notes. But I will show you my Teapot. I'll show it you at the end. But yeah, I think Inazuma is one of my most explored, alongside, you'll see. And then Sumeru. Guess what is my least explored? Because yeah, I mean, who has actually explored Sumeru in the big 25? Because I haven't. I don't know what it is, but it's really beautiful and I love the like atmosphere, but I don't like the desert. It's just the same. If you look straight ahead, it's just the same thing. So that's why it's really not explored. Fontaine, it's a little bit squiff. Like, it's only half, but I haven't actually properly had a full day of just thinking, you know what, I'm gonna explore Fontaine today. Now on to Natlan. Natlan is probably my most explored if you exclude Mondstadt. I don't know what it is for Mondstadt, but I think everything is pretty much above 90. Oh no, not this place. But the majority, I'll say that, the majority is above 90. So I do think I've done quite well with that one. And then with Nodcry, where is Nodcry? Oh, it's here. Nodcry is 100%, but there's only 3 regions, and I needed those Primo gems. So obviously it's 100%. Now, just with Enconomia and everything. So while we are on exploration, I may as well show you the Spiral Abyss. So I have never 36 starred the Abyss, however I have been a bit close. I know damn well that I probably could have done it over here, but I was too scared to even try floor 11 because I was new, so I didn't try. 33, 32, 26, 27, like everything, like recently now I only get above 30 stars, but I used to stop at 27. I don't know what this is, 26, that's so annoying. But if you look, for example here, my strongest single strike was 23k with Nouvelette. And then over here, I don't know why it's at Lolly with 238, but it is. Okay, I actually did not see that. But like over here with Articuno, that was before I tried to actually properly build my Articuno. I'll show you the builds later, okay? It's fine. Okay, pause. I hate the Imaginarium Theater, so when you see this, I better not see anyone coming after me, because I tend to spend a lot of time on one character, which isn't something that the Imaginarium Theater wants you to do. It wants you to broaden your horizons, which again I have not done. In my account, there's only really Pyro and Hydro, so whenever there's no Pyro and Hydro, yeah, it's kind of over. So let's look at the past performances. Yeah. Yeah. I only complete normal mode. I don't try hard mode. I know it's bad. I know. before anyone comes after me. I know. This is horrendous. However, on the next account tour, in exactly 1 year, you will be able to see. You will see. I promise. So let's go have a look at reputation. Reputation wise, what I do is I get the treasure compass and I stop because I don't care about the wings. I mean, I do, obviously, but there are obviously more things that I want to do instead of get the wings. So like it's shown here, I get the treasure compass and then I go. And then once I get every treasure compass, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get the wings, starting with Mondstadt, going to Liyue, Inazuma, you know, like that. Yeah, I know. It's my favorite nation and only reputation level 5. Shh, okay? We don't talk about it. This took so long. The only reason why I chose Inazuma first to get it to level 9 is because I had used the interactive map the whole time in exploring Inazuma, and I needed one single Electroculus before getting the statue to level 10. I actually haven't seen the reputation in Sumeru for a while. Not too sure about this. Yeah, it has been a while. Level 3. This name card is so pretty though. Same with this one. But it's just, I don't like Sumeru enough to prioritize it. I barely have any Sumeru characters anyway. I was gonna pull on the Sumeru Chronicle Wish for Alhaitham, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. In fact, I don't think I have any good Dendro characters. You know what? We'll get into that. We will get into that. So the reputation here is also 3. Yeah. Told you I've not worked on it. Then Natlan. I won't show you Nograi just because there's like I also won't show you Natlan because no, I will. It's okay. Don't worry, I will. So I got this. I will be getting this. Don't worry. I still need to level 10 the statue, which is quite annoying. So it should be okay. So now the boring bits are over, I will show you my Primo gem count and how much I have. I currently have 66 wishes with the extra 4, so that's 70. I am guaranteed to get a 5-star as I have 25 pity. Also, I have 2,260 Genesis crystals just in case. So now let me show you my teams and then we can get into the, characters, which is, it is the reason people tune in. So this is my Articuno team. It is my main team. I pulled Shilonen well, I didn't technically pull Sitlali for Articuno, as Sitlali is my favourite Natlan character. However, I was thinking, do I save my guarantee for Flynn's, or do I get a Nefer? But ultimately, finding out that Sitlali is really good for Articuno, I just had to get her. And I'm also guaranteed because I lost a Mualani's banner. C2 Mona, I'm gonna find you. I have 2 Nouvellette teams. I have a Vaporized team with Kazuha and Changling, and I also have a Freeze team with Sitlali and Shilonen. I have a Xiao team. My temporary Cloran team. I was originally going to pull for Nahida on her rerun so I could get Clorand and give her a good team, because I know her best reaction is aggravate, but I'm gonna have to skip for Flynn's. So next rerun, I'm going to be getting Nahida. No, I don't know why I have a Tignari team, but I do. And please do not look at the character levels. I don't use these characters, okay. And then Ayato, wow, yay! Ayato freeze team. I think this is... I don't know if I use Sitlali with him. I'm gonna move on. And then this is my wannabe Hyper Bloom team. The characters are really cute, okay? And so I just had to put them all in a team. I've never used Hyper Bloom, so it would be nice to put all a 4-star team together. And then I use this team to collect mats. It's not important. And then the friendship team. Currently, Sitlali is almost done. I'm so excited. I think she's going to be my name card for a while. And then obviously we're back to Arlecchino. So let's go on the characters I own and also the join date. I will sort it by characters owned. So as you can see, Amber is at the 27th of September 2024. I know, new gen, but in 2021 I did play. I made Kaya because I refused to wish, but then I lost that account, so I am really sad that I had to restart. But at least with this one, I have a few characters. Okay, I have a few. So this is my character roster. I don't put a lot of effort into the majority of my characters. You will see by the decline from the characters I have like show up first compared to the characters So character builds. I will say my Arlecchino is probably my best built character in my account, just because I put a lot of effort into building her. I do think she has a decent build. This damn weapon. I will give it to Flynn's if I don't pull for his weapon in the end. But I am getting Arlecchino's weapon, don't worry. She looks so cool with this weapon, but she looks even cooler with her signature, so it just has to happen. Artifacts, I think it's actually, her artifacts are good. There is crit on every single thing, which is the minimum that I was allowed. She has crit rate because I don't know how it happened, but in every roll, I'm pretty sure I hit crit damage at least twice. Like, it is genuinely insane. So I had to... There's no crit damage here, which is a shame. I sometimes run her with this, but I prefer the extra attack. So, yeah. C0, like every 5-star I have, I don't pull for cons. Because, I don't know. I just don't. And then these are the talents. Jailunan, she's level 80 and so is her weapon, but she works fine now. I will be leveling her up to level 90, but not now. The artifacts are a bit squiff. I don't farm the artifact domain enough, so yeah, she does do decent damage as well, but again, she's just mainly there for res shred, so. C0, and her talents are 186. I do want to get this to level 9, but I'll have to do the Ascension 6, so. Lolly. She's my favorite Natlan character. I'm so happy that I have her. She's mainly just got EM. However, like I've mentioned, for some reason she does do decent damage. Why? I don't know. I genuinely, sometimes I'll just be seeing her. I will do her ult, and I'll see. What do you mean she just did 100k? Like, why? She's not made. Look, she doesn't crit, and her damage shouldn't be good. So I don't know why she crits. But she has sack frags alongside okay-ish artifacts. I do need to replace this. It's just horrendous. However, I had no other EM like Circlet or EM Sands. So C0, 187. I do want to upgrade both of these. So yeah. I won't spend too much time on Bennett as I've made a video on him, but I've not changed anything. On my video, I did get extremely lucky, and I only had to go into the artifact domain like twice. So I was very grateful. C4, however, I will be getting C6. Trust me. I am activating that C6. Even if I wasn't an Arlecchino main, I would still activate the C6 because I don't think I could deal logging onto Genshin every day and seeing that damn red mark. It would actually drive me insane. But here are his talents. Xian Yun. Wow, I got her on her rerun with Varessa. The only reason I pulled for her is because I found out that she was good for Xiao. So I was like, I do need to get Xiao better support, so I did. She is built purely on energy recharge and healing. Since I use her for Farina's buff. Her artifacts are decent though. And I only spent like a day in the Songs of Day Past domain. So that did make me happy. I might, change this. I don't know why that's like above. But it has energy recharge. I do share this artifact with Charlotte. However, I don't use Charlotte, so yeah. C0 and then 118. I might get this up though. I don't know yet. Kazuha. He got benched and I've never been more sad. Any chance I can, I will use him. Words cannot express how sad I am that I can't use Kazuha with... Well, I can. Nothing is technically stopping me, but it's not recommended for me to use Kazuha with Flins. So it does make me so insanely upset. His energy recharge is a bit low, but he has an R2 Iron Sting. I don't know why it's R2, okay? That extra copy was supposed to go to Kuki. Artifacts, like every artifact is just kind of mid. C0, and then the talents are really bad. So I will be upgrading the talent soon. Whenever I'm saving for a character though, for some reason I stop building my characters as if I'm going to build that character straight away. I don't know. Xiao! Would you believe me if I said he was my favorite character? Because you shouldn't. He is. However, why is there a single artifact missing, I wonder? He shares the same artifact. I have not spent enough time building my Xiao. So he is benched. I pulled Xian Yun for Xiao and I don't use him. But I will spend a week in, not Vermilion. I know! I crafted 2 Vermilion pieces. Wait, is this crafted? No. No. What? I could have... I thought they were crafted. Never mind. But look! Look how good! Look how good these 2 artifacts are. And you're telling me that he has a new stupid artifact set? This? Long Night's Oath? Are you kidding me? So, I don't know whether to spend some time in the Long Night's Oath domain, or if I can just stick to Vermilion. Because I'm pretty sure he does do more damage. However, it's not enough to be like, wow, oh my god, Shao, he's broke. No, it's not enough. He has Deathmatch. The artifact he shares with is Arlecchino, but so is Chlorand, but we'll get to that later. So, this is his actual build. It's not too bad, but obviously it could be better. C0, however, I have picked him for the free constellation, so he will be C1. I do plan on triple grinding him, just because he's my favourite character. Farina. Who doesn't love Farina? I used to not like her. I used to not like her purely because I was new to the Fontaine Archon quest, so... Honestly, I am really happy with her build. She has Favonius. I'm not fishing. I don't like fishing. Fishing is I love TCG. I love the piano game thing. I don't like fishing. These are her artifacts. Like I've said, I do think this build is actually decent. Farina was the closest person I was to getting C1, but in the end, it was with Farina and Risley's banner. However, in the end, I pulled Risley instead. Biggest mistake of my life, I do not use Risley. She is also double crowned. So now we have Nouvelette. His build is a little bad. I do want to try and get his crit rate up. But remember, he's a Marufusei Hunter, so it gives him an extra 36%. He's on the prototype Amber, and his artifacts are like this. They're all okay, but I do want to try and get a better set, just so he can have a little bit more crit rate, but I just don't know which one I would like to change, because they're all pretty okay, but it's just a matter of time. C0 and his talents are 10 to 5. I will get this up though. Beidou is not built, however she was my first ever main and the first character I ever got to level 90. So, I mean, you can see if you'd like, she has an R2 Favonius Greatsword. She doesn't have the set because you will see that I don't have a lot of emblem. I know. I don't know what happened. I do not know what happened, but something happened. She is C6 and her talents are 299. I do want to build her as she is just really cool, and I will use her for Imaginarium Theater whenever there's Electro. Chlorand. I have also done a video with her build, but she's also sharing the same attack sands and also an Ayato artifact. So she has obviously, oh wait, I didn't show you this is the build when she isn't sharing. Let me quickly equip. So this is the new one. Again, it's not perfect, obviously, however it is better. Also, I think she has good attack here. So she does do decent damage. Obviously, I never use Chlorand with Ayato or Olokino, so I'm free to use this. C0 and Tansar 194. I will be getting this up, and I want to try and crown her skill. Let me quickly give all the artifacts back though. Now, Zhongli. He's level 80. I haven't actually used Zhongli in quite a while, hence why he's only level 80. Just a random fact, I did get Zhongli on Christmas Day, so it was a nice like extra Christmas gift. His Black Tassel is only level 70, so yeah. He is C0 and he has, the only one that really matters is the shield, so I will be leveling up that eventually. Ayato! Yay! Who doesn't love Ayato? A lot of people, unfortunately. This is his stats. I feel like one of his artifacts are wrong, but we'll be able to see. I got Ayato in the Inazuma Chronicle Wish, but I lost to Yaimiko, and then I got him. So I was unable to get his weapon, which really made me sad, but honestly I would much rather have Ayato. And also, since we also have Yaimiko, extra Electro if I had built her. He has Wolfang, and these are his artifacts. Again, would you believe me if I said I have only spent a single 5 resin on these artifacts? Because that's what happened. Obviously, it's not the best, but they could be worse. C0 and his talents are 187. Do I use him? No. However, he is just honestly an honor to have in my account. D-Luke, he was on my original team, hence why he is level 80. D-Luke, Beidou, Tignari, and Sincho. Obviously, I had no idea how to do teams. I do think I've gotten quite a long way. He has the prototype, I'm not saying that. And again, his artifacts, they're like okay. I've just kind of given him fodder. Don't use the guy, so there's no point. He is C0, and I have actually never lost to him. And these are his talents. Farazan. She's currently in the process of being built. She has an R3 Fav Warbow. And again, with the lack of emblem, I might do a video of completely just spending a week in emblem. But that is after I'm finished with Flynn's. I think this is originally the artifact she had, but I kept swapping it around. So yeah, oh, also she's only C1. I was also going to pull on the Sumeru Chronicle Wish in hopes to try and get C6 Frozen, but Then I remembered I also pulled, like I have mentioned, I wished on the Inazuma banner. I didn't get a single copy of Toma. And he was the only 4-star that I wanted because he's really good for Chlorand. Anyways, the talents, I will be leveling up her burst. I will quickly go over these 4-stars and I won't talk too much about them just because like I've not really spent any time on them. Like visual, I just kind of don't care, since especially she's only C2. Sincho, yeah, the artifacts aren't great, but oh well. And he is C4 with talents 2, 5 and 10. Chevrus is one of the only 4-stars I have built. Level 70. If you haven't noticed, I don't like leveling up weapons. She's on Wondrous Troop. And I have mainly just given her HP because I wanted the passive. She is C6 and the talents are 2, 10 and 7. Xiangling in the big 25 is not level 90, even though I use her mainly with Nouvellette, which is extremely sad. These are the artifacts. Her weapon is only level 50. I do need to level up the weapon. The artifacts, I think I've given her the only good, like, emblem. So I would hope that she's okay. She is C6 and the talents are 1, 5 and 11. Obviously I'll get Pyronado up. Tignari, I'd not built, like, I will build him one day. He's on Wondrous Troop. Oh. C0 and the talents are 1, 1, 3. I used him in the early game and he was super fun. I think I got him 30 pity on the standard banner. So yeah, my only early ever. Charlotte, she's kind of built, I guess. I do plan on using her when I eventually build Risley. Does anyone want to see that? I don't mind putting Charlotte and Risley in the same video, but Risley will obviously take priority since he's a 5-star. I think everyone here is pretty much not built. Everyone here and down. Yeah. So I won't show them. However, I will give you a fun fact. I have C1 Keqing, and that's because I got C0 on the standard, but I got C1 when I wished for Xiao in the Lantern Rite, and I lost to everyone. Keqing? Really? And on the limited banner, Mona is the only character I have ever lost to. I have lost to her 3 times, which is quite annoying, but whatever. And yes, I have a level 20 Yaimiko. Why? I don't know. I will build her. But a lot of these characters will probably be built in a video. I am in my teapot. I do doubt that many people actually care about the teapot. So I'll just show you like this part. It's my favorite place in my teapot, just because it feels like a nice comforting garden. so I'll end the video here. If you did have any recommendations on my builds or anything, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching today. It means a lot. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you came from another one, thank you for returning, and if you're gonna watch another, then enjoy. Have a great day. Goodbye now.